All right, guys, listen, last night's party was nothing short of extraordinary. It was explosive. It was beautiful. It completely reminded me of a typical Nigerian traditional wedding ceremony, yes. And this is in reference to Anita and Topher, who made a beautiful comeback during the party. I mean, then it was quite obvious that the whole house are shippers. Like, they are shipping those two. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. I'm not even talking about the way they danced together like the latest couple in town, and then that kiss. Oh my goodness. That kiss was divine. It was something else. And there were also quite a number of interesting scenes that I actually saw during the party, which I cannot wait to share on this video. Guys, I will, all right? Now, aside that, there was also the aftermath of the party. It wasn't quite hectic. However, there were certain conversations that were had that was just quite hilarious. So all of this tea I'm going to be spilling on this video, so please make sure you watch to the end. Do not skip out on any part, all right? And yeah, I would love to hear your own observations in the comment section below, so please go ahead and share. And officially, you're all welcome to my channel. My name is Bbnaija. This is Frankly Speaking with Bbnaija, and I am the girl with the tea. Guys, without further ado, let's just quickly dive right into it. Beginning with the party room. Ladies and gentlemen, you get to see the way I was thanking God that the party room was well lit. Because as a viewer, I've always had that issue and even the struggle of trying to see clearly everything that happens in the party room because of how dark it is. Now, I don't know if it's intentional by production or if it's unintentional, guys. I don't know, but ever since the show started this season, every Saturday is always a struggle for me because whilst the housemates are in there doing what they're doing, sometimes you can't really see them clearly. Sometimes you even want to take pictures and you cannot really do that clearly, right? It's like the only pictures that come out looking crystal clear is the pictures that productions put out, right? So last night, guys, I was just super excited because for the first time this season, I was seeing all the housemates bright and clear. They were all looking bright. And I could see everything that was happening in the party room because of how well lit the whole place was. So thanks to production for making that one happen. It was such a relief for me as a viewer. All right, now aside the party room, the housemates and how they looked. Woof! Oh my God. They all looked regal. They looked amazing. As I mentioned before, they looked like they were attending a typical Nigerian traditional wedding. Now, that is kind of maybe a diffused level of that, because if you attend a typical Nigerian traditional wedding, come on, it is always very flamboyant. Everything is always extra, yeah, you know, but that was the vibe it was giving. According to the brief that Big Brother had sent prior to the party, it was the African runway or the African fashion show, I guess, yes, and the housemates were to put on their African regalias, and that was exactly what they did, with the exception of the twin sisters, Wani X Handy. I do not think they came to the house with any traditional attires. I don't know, but they were the ones that, you know, did not have their, so they had to put on their usual party fit, yes. But for the rest of the house, oh my God, they were looking amazing. And the party sort of revolved around Anita and Topher, because now it's no longer news in the house that they are kind of separated, like they're kind of giving each other space, or Anita is giving Topher space, and Topher has been trying, you know, to beg Anita to get her to listen to him, but she was just over the whole thing after the other night's whole revelation about his age. But then, whilst the party was going on, it was very obvious that the whole house were trying to get these two people to dance together, because they were dancing separately, yes. And they finally succeeded in doing that, because the moment it was a very interesting, vibey type of song that was played, everybody just literally rallied both of them together. You know, they dragged them into a circle and they were dancing and hyping around them. And that was how those two settled their differences. And you could tell that Anita had actually missed Topher so much, because it just seemed like she wanted that to happen. So it was such a beautiful moment. The whole house was literally rejoicing. And that was what really made it look like a typical Nigerian traditional wedding. It was so beautiful. And Anita actually looked like a bride. She looked like a bride. And even the way Topher was dressed, it also looked like a groom. So it was just so perfect. So perfect. The by the way, twins looked like the daddy and his twin brother that came to give away the bride. You know, it was just so beautiful. And everyone was just so happy. The party had an entirely different vibe last night. There was a DJ who came through with his dope ass selection. Oh my God. The transitions that DJ was pulling off was wild. Ladies and gentlemen, I was over here. I was vibing to every single track that DJ was just spitting out. It was explosive. And you know, it was so interesting the way the guy was just so chilled and calm and cool. But the things he was doing with that jiggy jagga, the thing was just giving quack, quack, quack. What the hell is going on? Ladies and gentlemen, the party last night, it had a different vibe to it. It was beautiful. It was classy. Oh my goodness. Everything was celebration all around. And for some weird reason, I don't know, the housemates were just so happy. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the part where, once again, I get to give these housemates their flowers. You see, these housemates this season, regardless of how they come, regardless of whatever game they play, if there's one thing I love and appreciate about them, it is the fact that they never waste a song. Any song that drops in Big Brother's house, just give them 1 second. They know how to mobilize themselves, and then they know how to dance that song to pieces. They know how to vibe to that song to pieces, which is beautiful. This season, Ebuka has never for once complained that they were not dancing or that they were boring during any of the parties. Yes, they always know how to rock a song to pieces, and that was exactly what they did again. Now, aside the DJ giving us the music and the housemates giving us the vibe, ladies and gentlemen, the alcohol was flowing, and certain housemates were consuming more than their usual intake. As a matter of fact, from what I heard from other housemates, certain housemates were consuming what they normally would not consume. Yes, so apparently it was actually vodka that was flowing, and a lot of the housemates actually consumed more than they should have, i.e. Michky, Ben, I think Onyeka as well. And ladies and gentlemen, Ben was like, Ben's own mood, it was just so pronounced that this guy is wasted, because Ben was misbehaving. This guy, the way he was dancing, it was like he was almost going to suffocate the likes of Kelly Ray, Chizoba, with all these suffocating hugs, constantly whispering in people's ears, you know, going around. Like, the guy was just completely chaotic. Now, initially, I thought it was Ben's typical dance moves, but ladies and gentlemen, it wasn't. This guy was heavily under the influence of alcohol, and that it was messing him up completely. Like, this guy was completely wasted. Yes. And there was also Michky that was rocking Onyeka's bomb. Onyeka kept on carrying the bomb like a peace offering to go and give to Michky. Pray tell, who is Michky to reject such a generous offer, served on the platter for that matter? Ladies and gentlemen, Michky was rocking and rocking. At some point, I don't know if my eyes were deceiving me, but it seemed as though after rocking Onyeka for a bit, this guy had a boner. And he literally went to go and hide behind the bar. Ladies and gentlemen, it was wild. But the housemates were having so much fun. Now, another thing I also observed during the party was OZ and OC, but OZ especially. OZ once again has started moving to, what's her name, Onyeka. Onyeka is moving to Ozzy. Ozzy is moving to Onyeka. I thought by now Ozzy would have learned his lesson, but Ozzy is still moving to Onyeka. And ladies and gentlemen, I was just looking at this guy saying, tomorrow you come and wear horse tail on your head as a wig, and then you come and doing, I am not guilty, Your Honor. I am not guilty, Your Honor. Give me video evidence. I said, bro, there's a lot of video evidence tonight, too. You are reaching. I hope you are seeing yourself. I hope you can caution yourself. But the guy, it felt like they kind of threw caution to the wind and were just living their best life, which is fine. But yet again, we know how that can actually turn out. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned before, the party was a blast. All the housemates, no exceptions, every single one of them, they had a blast. They had so much fun, and Sean was dancing so much, guys, which is quite shocking. But Sean was dancing so much. But anyways, after the party, like, people that were drunk, and Michky was literally throwing up. Like, he threw up on Cassia's bed, messed it up, you know, before Kelly Ray could even get him a bucket. And when they took him to the toilet, according to Kelly Ray, he had messed up the toilet, you know. And one ex-honey, they kept on complaining that, oh, why did people give them vodka? Why did people give them vodka? You shouldn't have given them alcohol. I say, what is a party without people drinking alcohol? People will definitely drink. Those that will be drunk will get drunk. Those that will still be sane, they will still be sane. And then, whilst all of that chaos was going on, those that wanted to eat were in the kitchen cooking food to eat. And then whilst that one was happening, there was Anita and Topher still having their reconciliation conversation. Now, Anita still needed an answer as to why everybody in the house knew about Topher's real age except her. And that was a question she kept on asking. But then Sean came to the rescue, you know, to stand for his boy Topher. And that was when he started telling Anita stories of how, you know, as a young guy, he had dated girls that were sort of older than him. And most of the time, because he liked those girls and because they were aware of his true age, it came with a lot of disrespect. And so the trauma of all of that experience, it sort of made him lie about his age in other relationships that he got into, because he did not want that disrespect, because he wanted to see the person truly loved him for him and not because of his age, you know. So he actually spoke at length about it all. And I think it sort of got through to Anita, you know, kind of like maybe the answers that she needed. And of course, that was also the explanation of, oh, he did not want to lose you, hence the reason he did not want to tell you, because he was afraid of losing you. You know, with Sean's explanation, it seemed like Anita became cool with, you know, everything. And so finally, they went back to how they used to be, you know, pecking each other, kissing, you know, talking and talking and talking and more talking, yes. And whilst that was going on, oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, Fairme David was like the best friend of the groom. This guy was so happy. He was so excited seeing these two people together. He literally ran to them, and he was like, he helped Anita to get up. She wanted to go use the restroom. He helped her to stand up, and he was like, oh my God, Anita, give me a hug. I am so happy. He was almost crying. I'm so happy. Oh, thank you so much for forgiving this asshole. Thank you so much for forgiving my friend. Oh my God. I said, Fairme, calm down. You are so emotional. You are so emotional right now. Calm down. You know, but he was so excited because he saw how these two people cried in their separate spaces, you know, on Friday night. And it really broke his heart, you know, to see them fall apart in their beautiful relationship, you know. And Anita too was hugging him, and she was so excited. Then she left, and then Fairme was so happy. He was giving Topher a handshake, you know, congratulating the guy. And then when Anita got back, Fairme David could not hold his excitement. He was telling them that, you people are my favorite ship in this house. I'm so happy. I see love here. This is real. This is real. Okay, Anita was not there at the time, and Topher too was actually attesting to everything that Fairme was saying, that Anita is one person that really understands him. He has never felt this way before. I say now, wow. From the look of things, we might have a wedding to plan, no? After the show. Because this love that these people are saying they feel for each other, it's a lot. Now, Fairme David, after congratulating Topher and Anita, he told Cassia that he would love to talk to her, that they need to have that conversation last night, you know, just in case he leaves the next day, you know, during the live eviction show. And later they had the conversation, and ladies and gentlemen, guess what that conversation is? Guys, it was Fairme David advising Cassia to please give Kelly Ray a chance. According to him, Kelly Ray genuinely loves Cassia. He cares for Cassia. That look at the way he takes care of her. That Cassia should give him a chance. That if it doesn't work out, she can, you know, move away, like move on. But at least she should give him a chance. I mean, guys, you could tell that this guy came with good intentions, right? And the advice, of course, was quite innocent, pure. But it was the whole irony of the situation because Cassia was smiling. And it's only us, the viewers, that understood why she was smiling. She was smiling and she was like, okay. Okay, I'm like, hey, my God. If this guy discovers that these two people are actually married, he's probably going to hit his head on the wall several times because right there and then, he looked like a caring fool. I'm sorry, but that was what he looked like, yeah. Because he's being fooled by this couple without his knowledge. Yes, so it was just so hilarious to watch. It was so hilarious to watch, but the conversation did not, continue because he had to go upstairs. I think Michky was still throwing up, so he had to go upstairs to go take care of his partner. But ladies and gentlemen, there was also a conversation between Ozzy and Chizoba, which I will share on another video because there was something quite significant that happened in Big Brother's house before the party. Yes, so I intend analyzing that situation on another video, and then I will also analyze Ozzy and Chizoba's conversation because in a way it sort of connects to that event. All right, but in the meantime, I'm going to stop talking here right now because I would love to hear your own observation about the party during and after in the comment section below. So please go ahead and share, and I'll see you guys on another video soon. All right, thanks for watching and have an amazing day. Bye.